English Standard 5. Be a good listener. Chapter number 3. Be a good listener. What it means to be a good listener? Someone who gives you a lot of attention when you are talking about your problems or things that worry you and tries to understand and support you. It is important to be a good listener when you are learning a language or when you are dealing with other people. Are you a good listener? You can find it out with the help of some following questions. Question 1. When you are listening to someone, do you look at the person or do you turn your head away or toy with something else? Good listeners look at the speaker. Good listening starts with good watching. When your teacher is talking, your eyes should be up front. Don't look out of the window or at the kids next to you. Look at your teacher and what is being presented. Look at the board at least or find something at the front of the room to focus your eyes. If you are bored and struggling, you have to pay attention. Look forward towards the front of the room. Question 2. Do you pay attention to what the speaker is saying? Good listeners pay close attention to the speaker. If you want to look like you're paying attention, then sit up as straight as possible. Keep your back straight. Put your feet flat on the floor and your hips underneath you. If you're a creative person, do something creative like color or dawdle. It will help you concentrate better on what is being presented. Don't fiddle with things. You don't need to mess around with your hands. Just cross them in front of you while taking the notes. Question 3. Do you make any special efforts to understand the speaker? Here are some of the things that will help you understand the speaker better. If you hear some new or unfamiliar words, try to guess their meaning from the context. You can try to guess what the speaker will say next. The meaning of unknown words which you come across in your reading sometimes can be known by their surroundings, that is, their context. The context of the sentence can tell us the part of speech of the unknown word. Often, using the context is the only way to figure out the meaning of the word as it is used in the sentence, passage, or chapter. In this context, the word passage means a short extract from the chapter. But the meaning of the word passage could be different if you use in different contexts, like a passage could be a narrow way between two buildings or two different rooms. It could also mean pass through somewhere. So the right meaning can be understood through the right context. Try to keep listening even when you feel that you do not understand the speaker or even when you disagree with the speaker. Wait for the speaker to finish what he is saying. Then you can get your doubts clarified by asking polite questions. Talk to your teacher, your counselor, or your parents if you're really having trouble following what's happening in class and paying attention. If you're having a problem, chances are your teacher already knows you are struggling and wants you to stop by after class. They want you to succeed, but you have to take the initiative. If you get in trouble regularly, talk to your teacher. It's most important to let your teacher know that you want to do better and you're trying. Listen to what your teachers say. Do not feel shy or afraid to ask questions if you do not understand what is being said. Put your questions to the speaker politely. Anytime you're unsure about what's going on, or if you have a follow-up questions, ask it. Contribute to the conversation that's happening in class. Raise your hand and wait to be called on to ask questions properly. If you have a question, chances are someone else does too. Respond when questions are asked as well. If your teacher puts a question to the class, raise your hand if you have a good answer. You don't have to answer each and every question. Responding a few times a day is enough. Let other people talk and give them a chance to contribute too. Sometimes it helps to note down important words or points even as you listen. Have a different notebook for each subject and have some pencils or pens ready to go when you want to take notes. There are lots of different ways to take down notes, but there is no wrong way. As long as you try to keep up and write down important ideas, being ready and taking notes in a good way of paying attention in class. Keep your notes organized by subject. Write the date of the class and period at the top of each new page and then draw a line when you're done or when you're finished with a particular topic and moving to something else. Lastly, it also helps to keep thinking about what you heard. You may grasp the meaning of difficult word or phrase later on. In your mind, create a visual movie on what you're learning. Try to put the concepts and the images into a landscape and actually picture them happening. If you're talking about the plot of a play you're reading, picture the characters actually doing what you're talking about. If you're talking about biology, actually pictures the microbes dividing and changing according to the processes you are discussing. Shrink yourself to their size and watch. Even if you're talking about math, try to actually picture the concept happening. Picture groups of objects like apples or potatoes getting bigger or smaller as you multiply and divide them in a set number. It makes it a lot easier to learn. Now, here there are some things you have to do. You have to write down the question answers and fill ups in your notebook. Thank you.